you can try for yourself and potentially anchor into to help navigate novel forms of meaning-making and unfamiliar ways of relating. Finally, in a brief part 3, I consider how we can be good friends between worlds. The world we know today and a world we might live into. We look not at the what, but the how of reimagining our world by coming together with slowness, deep listening, and fierce love. Overall, this book considers the way we Westerners are often constrained by our small, isolated, stressed, neoliberal selves. Getting over ourselves does not entail losing ourselves, but rather expanding into a more relaxed, connected sense of who we are. In fact, getting over ourselves doesn't mean losing much of anything. And we have so much to gain, including finding ways to preserve our sensitive, highly interconnected planet for the generations to come. One of the things this journey invites us into is being with paradox. When our mind needs room for contradiction, poetry is often a better entryway than prose. Rainer Maria Rilke was a poet who handled paradox well, probably because he himself lived through strong polarities. Born in Prague in 1875 to a mother who was grief-stricken by the prior loss of a baby daughter, Rilke was initially raised as a girl. Then, at age 10, he was sent by his emotionally distant father to military school. After finding his calling as a poet, Rilke composed The Book of Hours as arguably improper love letters to an older married woman and transcendent love poems to God. You, sent out beyond your recall, go to the limits of your longing. Embody me, Rilke wrote in poem I-59. Flare up like a flame and make big shadows I can move in. Let everything happen to you, beauty and terror. Just keep going. No feeling is final. These times on Earth seem to be calling us to venture beyond our recall, to the limits of our knowing and our longing. It's a time when we must be willing to flare like flames and make big shadows, and we need to keep going. Rilke died almost exactly 100 years ago, in 1926, at the age of 51. He completed the Book of Hours before he was 28 years old. Thus, in keeping with the theme of paradox, this poem simultaneously invokes the wisdom of an ancestor offering some guidance and the energy of a young adult raising the sails as we set out. Rilke ended I-59 with the words, "Nearby is the country they call life. You will know it by its seriousness. Give me your hand. Here, I extend my hand to you. Let's see what we find out together." Part 1. The urgency to get over ourselves. The real problem is in the minds and hearts of men. We will not change the hearts of other men by mechanisms, but by changing our hearts and speaking bravely. Albert Einstein, New York Times, 1946, on the threat of nuclear war. Let us stand up. Let us be a concerned generation. Let us remain awake through a great revolution. Martin Luther King Jr., Oberlin College, June 1965, on racial injustice and social change. The top environmental problems are selfishness, greed, and apathy, and to deal with these, we need a spiritual and cultural transformation. James Gustav Speth, on the environmental crisis. Chapter 1.